Jumbo, LaSallians of the District of Eastern North America. I'm Brother Dennis Lee, one of the auxiliary visitors of DINR. Doesn't it seem to you that Lent just started and suddenly it seems that everyone is rushing ahead to vacation? I mean, rushing ahead to Easter. And of course, that means that we're moving into the final stages of our twinning appeal this year. But in the immortal words of Yogi Berra, one of my favorite Yankees, it ain't over till it's over. And today I speak with you to encourage you into a final push for twinning this year. Brother Dennis Malloy and I have just recently returned from Kenya and Ethiopia, where we saw phenomenal LaSallian schools and ministries doing so much with so little. We went to St. Mary's in Nyeri, which relies on twinning to help support 180 school children who are among the poorest in Kenya. The opportunity to provide food and lodging and medical care for those students, as well as their uniforms so they go to the local public school, becomes very expensive. Buying a pair of shoes for one means you have to buy a pair of shoes for 200. It's twinning monies that help St. Mary's do great things. Child Discovery Center is a similar ministry across the Rift Valley in Nakuru. They rely 90% on twinning for the running of their operation. So we encourage you, particularly if you are twinned with CDC, to be extra generous as we move toward Easter. I heard recently from Mount LaSalle in Naka that the girls' dormitory was burnt down. They have no resources, no reserve of money to work on rebuilding that dormitory. They are going to rely on the generosity of their twin schools this year. And finally, on another level, there's Mwangaza College, which is for students who have graduated from high school who have not qualified for university. It's a school that prepares them in the food and beverage industry, in IT, in dressmaking, in hairdressing, very practical skills to be functioning members of society. Thousands of Kenyans have great jobs now thanks to our LaSallian Mwangaza College. Each ministry chooses how it uses its money, sometimes for food, sometimes for school fees, sometimes for faculty formation, sometimes to rebuild a burnt-down dormitory. However they use it, they rely on your donations, large or small. So as we move toward Easter and the conclusion of our twinning program, we ask you to consider being generous in terms of money as well as prayer. God's blessing upon you, your ministry, your family, your community. Asante sana, as they say in Kiswahili, live Jesus in our hearts forever.